Are you feeling juicy? You know why we're here. We're here to make money. Cold hard cash. Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester, and today I'm going to be walking you through the crypto markets. First things first, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame. Then we're going to be hitting up the mid-term time frame. Then once we're done with that, guys, straight through, you guessed it, to the long-term, if my chart is straight. Once we're done with Bitcoin, guys, we're going to have a look at Fear and Greed Index. We're going to be looking at another piece of information from an indicator that I've got. That's mine, right? And I want to show you guys something about that because it's very correlative, very nice. So yeah, some nice gains to be looking forward to for that. And I'm probably gonna do some sort of no, I don't want to just do a giveaway for the indicator. I want to be a bit more creative than that. I think I might just give like 10 of you access for a month, something like that. Like I'm feeling like to do something like that today. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that once I've obviously explained it to you and how it works and stuff like that. So yeah, we will get to that once we're done with Bitcoin, and as well we're gonna do some premium scalps, I think, and also Bitcoin dominance. Probably gonna look at CME gaps as well because obviously it's Friday, guys. We know that's coming up, and then also probably my favorite charts as well, which is like BTC reserve, open interest, that sort of valuable information as well. I'm managing a fairly big position on oil at the moment, so I do have to probably be jumping in and out as well. Oh, okay, there goes the watch. But yeah, so I am here though, don't worry. Once we're done with Bitcoin and all the other stuff that I just spoke about, guys, we're gonna get through to my 3 altcoins of the day. This is 3 altcoins that I've chosen to showcase to you today for potential professional TA for you guys to be learning, because I'm here to teach you TA, of course, and also potential positions for you guys to be researching as well. So yeah, some pretty good stuff. The 3 altcoins I've chosen to showcase to you today are BNB, that's Binance Coin. We've got Phil, we've got Filecoin coming through, and also the famous or the infamous Matic. We're going to do a little bit of that as well. And then once we're done with that, guys, we're going to go straight through to the altcoin request part of the show. That's where you basically bang your altcoin request in the chat, and I'll just do some live TA for you. Yeah, sweet. That's pretty much what's going to happen on this fine Friday morning. It is, I mean, it doesn't say the temperature on my desktop like it should usually, but it says rain coming. No shock there. And it is nice Friday, the 10th of December, coming through close to Christmas. And I haven't got a normal tea today. It's a pomegranate juice tea. Pomegranate juice, right? Without further ado, let's get straight into it, guys. Obviously, we were talking about, well, I made 0.4% yesterday shorting Bitcoin coming through here. I did hit my first take profit and then went straight back to entry. Kind of annoying. And then I missed my second entry coming through around this zone when I was live again. So yeah, it was a bit annoying that I missed my entry for the short position. But if you guys did get in short, you would have taken profit. Probably twice, probably 2 times. And this is just a fine example, guys, of basically us coming down like this and then having that basically that retracement coming through. I didn't do shoutouts. My bad. I didn't do shoutouts. We've got Slothbag, we've got Hero Optimist, Leader Crypto, Last Index, Simon coming through there. Nicely on the screen there, Simon. And Last Index, my good sir, the members coming through. We've got LR, we've got Crypto Jordan. Got big hair coming down. I can feel it. Not good. Crypto Jordan, Mechana Spaghetti, Hemanth? Hemanth, nice to see you on the screen there, my good sir. AH, hello money, hello cold hard cash. You all know why we're here. That's exactly it. We got 7 Joanne. It's been a while, 7. How are you? Cyber and Leader Crypto and Tom. Good morning, all to morning. Good morning. Hope you're all well. Actually, it's good afternoon now, right? But yeah, 14 likes as well, guys. If you could smash that thumbs up, does help me out tremendously in terms of the YouTube algorithms. Trying to compete with the big dogs in the pond. So yeah, that was just a little update on the potential measure move that we were looking for yesterday here. And we got SkyDMX in the chat, nicely on the screen there, my good sir. Obviously, we were looking at this potential short position yesterday. I did a short yesterday, as I was saying, right? I got 0.5% and then got stopped out at entry. Still profitable at the end of the day, still made 0.5%. Not the end of the world. Still 0.5% is still great, right? And then from there, guys, if you did go short, you would have hit 2 take profits again. But this was just a clean-cut example of staggering your take profits as you go, right? Because the measure move for leaving this upwards slope and parallel channel was something along the lines of this, right? And that would have basically brought the price all the way down to this sort of 46,850 sort of mark there. And if you were basically shorting that and you basically got in short and you had your stop loss inside the zone, you'd have been like, oh, okay. Like if you weren't staggering your take profits, right, you'd have your stop loss in the zone and then your take profit here, and then basically you got all the gains, and then you've had it reversed on you, right? So yeah, this is why we grid our take profits, guys. But yeah, let's get some fresh TA going, right? Let's get some fresh TA. Let's get rid of all this because this is I mean, it is still valid. Like this trend line here is still valid. This upward slope and support line is still very, very strong in terms of support. We do need to basically take into consideration the resistance that we could potentially find off this as we do come up here, guys. A couple of patterns that I do want to talk about here. We obviously do have a minor, it's not very big, guys, potential double bottom scenario. And that obviously means that the price could potentially go up to this sort of area here if we are going to be leveling it out like so, right? So yeah, that's definitely something to be looking out for as well. Whether we are going to absolutely bang it up and smash through this level of resistance here, it's going to be a very interesting time, right? We will get into that across a few different indicators as well to see if we can get some sort of interesting gauge on what's actually going to happen, right? We are slowly gaining major moving averages, right? Slowly gaining major moving averages here on the 1 hour, and that is the 21, the 21, the 10 simple, the price action channel, and also we're currently testing the 55 as well, which is obviously very, very correlative in terms of resistance, as we have seen in multiple times, right? It's a very, very correlative moving average there. So yeah, it's interesting to see if we can actually get over that. If we can, then that is obviously going to give us hopefully the support that we need to get back up and over this dirty zone, right? When I say it's this dirty zone, it is the resistance that we could potentially find off this area. And also, guys, we've got this horizontal here. This horizontal is lining up pretty dangerously here as well, guys. So there's definite resistance to be looking for, right? Definite resistance to be looking for there. So just be cautious in running this up. If you are literally long in Bitcoin now, then I would definitely be using this as some sort of take profit point coming through there, or at least taking some profit at least. You know what I mean? Not just blindly trying to sail through it, right? That's you might get reversed on, and we're not about that. We're here to make money. We're not here to get reversed on. So yeah, as you can see, let's do some more TA, and you can see, look, the correlative point that we were just talking about there. Let me bang that horizontal back in actually, because I don't know why I got rid of that. You can see, literally, look at it. This area is actually going to be acting as a very, very, very strong resistance point. If we can get over that, look at it, it's quite starry actually, quite like a spider. If we are going to get over this, guys, there's going to be obviously nice support. This is going to be a very, very confident area for Bitcoin if we can actually bang it over and get a nice congruent couple of hourly candle closes is what I would be looking for there. But please, please, please just be prepared for resistance, because I really wouldn't be surprised if we actually tanked it down from here. But yeah, that's what I would say about the short term there. I mean, there's a couple of scenarios we could be weighing up here, because obviously we've got another horizontal coming through here. This is going to create a descending triangle, guys. If we've got a downward slope and resistance line like so, and a horizontal coming through here, we're going to be creating a descending triangle, which is a bearish chart pattern, guys, especially at the bottom of a downtrend as well. That indicates that we're going to break to the downside, right? With that being said, also, we could be doing something along the lines of this as well. Another parallel channel coming through here. going down in this parallel range here. You can see the resistance here, very strong indeed. You can see the support here, very strong indeed. So yeah, if we are going to see a breakout scenario, we could see a very nice long position coming through here, guys. In terms of a gain for this long position, it is going to be something along the lines of this. Definitely something I would probably be looking for, actually, if we do actually get the support here that we are hopefully looking for. That's obviously on the basis that we get through the dirty level of resistance that we have that we've got to yet test, right? I'm just gonna have some tea, and then we're gonna carry it on. So looking for around 4.2% if this long position is going to come into fruition here, guys. For me, in terms of an entry point, you can see the resistance coming down from the wicks. Granted, we have got this major horizontal here done on these candle bodies, right? But you can see these wicks are very, very strong as well. Very, very strong in terms of resistance. So we need to basically take this into consideration. Whether we get in before that is it's a bit of a risky area, right? It's a bit of a risky area. I do like to clear key points like this before getting in, but we'll just have to see how we go, because if we are going to see a couple of candle body closes here, and it is worth literally getting in, having our first take profit up at this zone, that's fine too. But then you need to take into consideration, guys, your stop loss, which we'll probably get on a smaller term time frame from closer moving averages as we do go up there. We need to basically take into consideration that that we could actually see quite a bit of consolidation in this zone, and that basically means if we hit our first take profit here, we're obviously going to take our stop loss. We're going to move our stop loss to our entry, and then we're likely to get stopped out quite quickly. Yes, it will be profit. It will be 0.45%, but when you could be patient. When you could be patient, like a bit more patient, and not just like itching to get into a trade, if you just give up this 0.45%, the likelihood of us actually finding support on this zone when we're above it later on is a lot more it's a lot more likely, right? And then we can really weigh up the chances of going for this 4.21% there. I just need to check on my trade quickly. That is doing very very well. Very well. Oh, amazing. So yeah, anyway, as you can see here, guys, this is what we will be looking for here if we are going to be long in Bitcoin from this zone. Obviously, there's a couple of targets, a couple of stepping stones to get over before we get to that zone there, but definitely key points to be looking out for is going to be that massive point of resistance that we are looking for here, guys, on the shorter term time frame. Let's bring up the RSI and see what we got going on the RSI. Because actually we were talking about this potential breakout scenario coming through from this what happened to this trend line, right? From this falling wedge chart pattern, right? Falling wedge chart pattern, they tend to usually break to the upside, even on the RSIs, guys. In terms of a measure move for this, we need to basically take this into account in terms of buying power across the RSI now. Could literally be bringing us to this horizontal here from this high, from this previous uptrend on the RSI in terms of buying strength there. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how that does plan out, whether we are going to see reversal coming through first, or we're just going to simply ride that wave all the way up, right? But yeah, there's definitely going to be some sort of target point I would be looking for there on the RSI. And also, let's jump back down to live price and see how that does compare to something that we are looking for here. Yes, it's probably going to be bringing us up to these sorts of levels around 49,000, probably 50K. That's definitely going to be a point to watch today. 50K around that sort of area, because you can see the consolidatory periods here, very, very strong indeed. If we can get up there, I would definitely be using that as another take profit point to be looking out for. I would firstly be going take profit at these wicks and obviously these lower points here. And then the next take profit is probably going to be, obviously we're still going to leave this measure move on the chart here, guys, in terms of the RSI. So when we actually do see this price rising up quite rapidly, we basically know then we're going to be moving our basically our take profit, waiting to basically be hit by that, right? Now let's look at the macadamia nut, the MACD coming through here. I mean, you know, we do a lot of trend cycles on this channel, guys, because they tend to play out, right? They tend to play out in terms of reversals of the trend. So what have we seen recently? This one, unfortunately, wasn't the nicest in the world. We did start off here, and then first things first, we got invalidated here. Obviously, we did see it play out a little bit here. It was quite nice in terms of predicting the price, and then vice versa here as well. Not too bad. But what have we just seen? We've seen a bit too much downwards momentum, downwards selling pressure, a very strong trend coming through there, and obviously it's just invalidated that trend line there. So yeah, let's get rid of that for now, and let's just say at the end of the day, it is still going to be a higher low, guys. It's still going to be a higher low at the end of the day here for BTC on the MACD. in terms of the downtrend there, which is obviously slightly bullish, right? Not too bad at all. In terms of the momentum that we are seeing here for the current trend, the reversal point in terms of a horizontal to be looking out for is going to be near enough where we're at. And what does that tell us? That tells us that we're due some sort of resistance, guys. So let's look back at the charts. Hello, resistance. It's futile. Viva la resistance is here. So yeah, please be aware for that, because it does look like on the MACD we are looking for that sort of reversal as well, right? What just happened? Oh, interesting. Okay, didn't know you could do that. Yes, apparently if you double click the chart, it gets rid of all your indicators. So yeah, that's pretty much MACD on the short term, and that stuff sort of covered there. Let's talk about Bitcoin here on the midterm, guys, because we were talking about this 48,500 sort of area. This was where was that? As around this sort of area, guys. As you can see, the wick was there from before, from that last high low that we did set there, and we did actually invalidate that, and we've basically come down and we've set another high low. We haven't invalidated this one as of yet, because you can see the wick is actually quite low there, so it is still technically bullish. But what we are looking for here, guys, is a nice big bounce here off this trend line, which we have actually got, which is quite nice, but we're still below all major moving averages. We need to really get over these guys and see that progression to the upside, and then we can really be aiming for these higher prices. And when I say higher prices, guys, I mean like 50K and above, right? That's what we really want here. We are going to see very strong resistance from these zones. Like in terms of these lower highs here, guys, we know these are pretty strong stuff in terms of resistance. So we need to basically take into consideration, if we actually are going to come to this 50K, 50,700 sort of area again, we're going to be looking at basically having that resistance there. So we need to plan for that. We need to plan for that, right? But yeah, so overall, I wouldn't say bad, but I want a bit more hope. I want a bit more confirmation that we're going to see progression to the upside here for Bitcoin, because it is still technically, we're in a downtrend, guys. We're still trending down. We're still setting lower highs. It's this low is just absolutely insane. Like, to get any lower than that, we are going to need to break this falling parallel channel, right? And if we break that, then obviously we're going to be looking for a lovely juicy short position. But in terms of that right now, we are looking for a lovely level of support, and it's not too bad. You can see the volume weighted ATR that we were talking about as well, hidden in that trend line as well there, guys. We were looking at that in terms of a level of support, and we did actually get bounced off that really quite nicely as well. In terms of targets to the upside here for the midterm here for Bitcoin, I want to be clearing a 55 moving average, guys. I do want to be clearing that and seeing a nice bit of support on that, because you can see the resistance that we find off that little green bad boy, and also the consolidation, the support. And when all these moving averages get called up, we obviously see massive breakdowns in the price. So yeah, hopefully we can see a lovely level of support coming through on the green moving average there. So yeah, that's basically what we are going to be aiming for here on the shorter term, or the midterm time frame here. In terms of a target price for that, it is going to be around 51,000. If we can get over that 51K, amazing stuff. Then we can challenge these lower highs, right? That's going to be the ideal sort of scenario. We can get above that, then we can talk about higher prices of this horizontal at 53,700, and then and only then is there going to be a lovely big long position there for Bitcoin, and hopefully we're going to see that, guys. Hopefully we can. Fingers crossed. That's going to be the ideal sort of scenario there. If we can see some nice progression, because to be honest, we need it. We do need it. We're trending down for too long now from this all-time high. I would like that's my kind of tea mug. Yeah, it's my partner's one actually. We've got like a black one and a pink one, right? So yeah, this is sort of the breakout scenario that I would be looking for the midterm there for Bitcoin, right? In terms of, I've actually looked at this divergence. Yeah, so we had a bearish divergence coming through there. Now, what are we seeing? Nothing quite congruent. No, nothing quite yet in terms of divergences, so we can get rid of that. I mean, it's not technically valid anymore, right? But because we have seen it play out really quite strongly from there. But as it was just said, I just want to stress, guys, that we do have. It's just these lower highs. We need to get over these lower highs for us to really flip back bullish. And when we do get over these lower highs, that's when we are going to see a lot more people flip bullish, right? Because I think a lot of people they're quite on the fence at the moment. I think a lot of hope got lost with the whole 100K by the end of the year and all that, all the hopium and a lot of the FOMO from the big guns on YouTube, right? convinced a lot of people that we were going to go to that, and yeah, it's it's obviously quite a sad time, and it's obviously giving crypto a bit of a confidence knock, right? In terms of new investors and stuff like that. So yeah, let me talk about the DMI, guys. This is quite an interesting indicator that I have been using, right? It's basically determines how strong the trend is going to be, and whether what sort of trend is what sort of trend it is going to be, right? Through bullish and bearish crossovers. So as you can see here, guys, we do have this the orange line here. That is the negative DMI, I do believe. Yeah, the negative DMI is going to be the orange one there. Positive is the blue one there, and you guys can get this indicator for free. And it basically tells you how strong basically the move is going to be, right? The higher that this pink line is, the stronger that the move is going to be. So if we are going to see any sort of crossover incoming here in terms of a bullish crossover, guys, we're going to be looking at a bullish crossover to the upside here. The ADX here is really quite high, and that's an indication that it's going to be a very big move to the upside, right? When we do have this the bullish crossover. So please, I would go and do some research on this indicator, because it's pretty good, right? It's a pretty good indicator in terms of use case, right? So you can see, like, here we did get that bearish crossover, right? We got that bearish crossover literally about here with granted there wasn't actually that much strength, but yeah, it's it gives you a nice sign, because obviously it's not going to be 100% all the time, right? But yeah, it gives you a nice sign on what sort of what the trend's going to be really doing. Like, as you can see there, bullish crossover coming through. We've got a nice bit of bullish momentum coming through there, and yeah, it just plays out pretty nicely sometimes. So yeah, it's definitely a piece of information to be using. As you can see there, I don't know if you can see this, guys. Yeah. As you can see, where are we? Here we do have a bearish crossover again, and you can see the bearish crossover signifying a very nice strong downtrend there. So yeah, you can basically go and download that indicator for free. It's on the indicators tab, DMI. It's called Directional Movement Index, guys. Really good. I used to use it like a couple of years ago, I think, but just stopped using it. I don't know why. It's I've done some more research on it. It's actually pretty good now. I think it was working for a bit, but now it's working pretty nicely. And yeah, that's pretty much Bitcoin on the midterm. Let's talk about the long-term time frame. I know it's kind of been the same sort of thing on every stream, guys. That's why I'm kind of just kind of glazing over it, because I know you guys literally you watch every single day when I stream, so you've literally heard all this before. So yeah, in terms of levels of support that we are looking for, guys, 53k is on the cards for resistance. We know that. In terms of this gray zone here, this box, right? This box that we got coming through here, we need to be looking at the support in terms of the horizontal at 49,933. That's definitely going to be a point to be watching there. Just got to move my phone out of the way. I can just literally I'm like trying to do this, right? Trying to stream and trying to give you guys TA, and I've just got my phone like in the corner of my eye with just profit like flickering, and it's just so distracting, so I've had to move it away. But yeah, in terms of Bitcoin coming through on the longer term time frame here, we do have an upwards sloping parallel channel, guys. We know about this. We did break this to the downside there. Well done to anyone who did short this. I missed this, unfortunately, due to being asleep, because it was early doors in England when the big crash happened, right? So now what are we looking at now in terms of candle body closes? What do we want here for a daily candle close? Ideally, for progression, we want to see it outside of the zone, which we're currently actually outside of the zone around 49,028. If we can get above the 200 EMA and get a bit of a stronger candle close than we did before, because you can see the selling pressure is still there. I mean, to be honest, it's quite hard to go off after seeing such a big dump like that. Just trying to get support on one moving average, as you can see, it doesn't really play out that strongly. So yeah, ideally we do want to see a nice candle body close above this zone, and then it's basically going to start creating some sort of ranging period between here. If we can see us actually, if we do see resistance actually play out from this zone, then we would be looking at a nice big strong horizontal level of support there, and vice versa to the upside. If we can see resistance playing out there, then we're going to see another horizontal playing through there as well. Overall, not too bad, right? Not too bad. Let me get rid of that for now, because overall, it's actually, we've still got higher lows. There's still higher lows, guys. It's still bullish. It's still a bullish chart pattern coming through here. Even if we did come down to even like 40,864, that it's still going to be a higher low. It's still absolutely fine. And overall, as I was saying before, on the macro trend here on the weekly, guys, we're insanely bullish. We are insanely bullish. Like, still, we've still got high lows from March and also December 2018 as well. It's just, it's just, this is fine. We can even come down to this 35K and it still be fine. We can even come down to 29, 30K. If we start losing these high lows here, this is when we need to start to worry, right? This is when we need to start to worry, because then lower prices will probably get reached there, maybe previous all-time highs, stuff like that. But in order to get down there, then obviously I think we're going to need some insane crash across most markets, like across the stock market and everything like that, for really for crypto to really actually take that hit, like down those sorts of areas, right? But yeah, that's pretty much Bitcoin summed up, guys. Fear and index, we're looking at around 24, still really quite low, down from yesterday. Considering, to be honest, I'm not really that surprised. Obviously, we did see the dump coming through yesterday. We did see a nice level of support actually get formed yesterday. So yeah, things to watch out for today is going to be this break from this resistance here, and then we could be looking at a nice juicy long position to the upside. In terms of shorting anymore, I probably wouldn't be shorting from here, guys. For me personally, I made that 0.5% there. I probably would now be looking for a long out of this zone if we can get that. If we're just going to find resistance here, who is going to tell us how strong this resistance is going to be, and who's going to tell us whether we're not just going to sort of range in between this zone and maybe just trend down this sort of trend line here? I think there's going to be better shorts to be looking out for today there on other assets, I'm sure. But yeah, overall, I keep saying overall, right? Let's jump back to let's do Bitcoin dominance, right? Let's have a little look at Bitcoin dominance. As you can see, we have seen this. We're trending down. We're testing the 40% sort of area. Yeah, the 40% sort of area is getting tested fairly strongly at this time, and the support, unfortunately, does look like it's playing out. If you are looking at the Bitcoin dominance here, guys, if you are looking at it in terms of support that we have seen along this horizontal. It's a really bad line. Let me put my T down. In terms of this horizontal here, guys, you can see obviously very, very, very strong. So if we are going to find support here, we're probably going to be looking at a break to the upside from this downward sloping resistance line. As you can see, we've tested this multiple times now. If we are going to break it, it's going to be here, and that's when we're going to be looking at progression to the upside and maybe forming some sort of uptrend, and then we could talk about invalidating these lower highs here. But please be aware, if this is going to be happening, people are going to be moving their money from the altcoins back into Bitcoin, right? That's obviously very bad for your altcoin hodl. So yeah, please be aware of that. As we do break this, your altcoins will probably take a hit, and if Bitcoin's running crazy, the only way it's going to if it's say if it's running crazy to the moon, the only way it's really going to be reacting is your altcoin's not really doing anything, right? That's because it's not going to have the dominance over them. So yeah, that's pretty much what I would say about that. In terms of a premium scalp package, guys, should we do some scalps? Let's do some scalps, shall we? Let's do some scalps. We'll start off on the hourly and see if we can get some scalps coming through there. Let's have a look at the chat. We've got Joe Carpenter, Florida in the house. Nice to see you on the stream there, my good sir. Jay Constant. Hello, the moon tweeted that if ETH won't go to 30K next year, he will delete his Twitter. Yeah, he did the same thing with BTC to 100K, right? Yeah, he did the same thing like this time last year, I think it was. And obviously, it's not at 100K, so he's not going to delete his Twitter. Johnny says, I'm in a long at 48,200 in alts. Does that make sense? In alts? If you've long Bitcoin for 48,200, you're in the money, my good. So just be ready to take some profit here. I would if I were you. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. Go do your own research, my good sir. But as I was just saying, there's multiple resistance point coming through here. And hey, if we do break that and find the support, there's going to be another entry to get in. So yeah, you're absolutely fine. Covered across all angles there. As long as you're taking profit. Johnny, world traveler. Sloth bag, lol, 30K. Joe says, 40 people watching, only 22 likes. Hit the likes, people, apparently. Yeah, was it 20 likes? Unbelievable, guys. Do appreciate it. Likes have gone down since Joe said that. Cheers, Joe. We got Sheila saying, Voy, FYI. Interesting. Phoenix, nice to see you on the stream there. 4th RSI on the 8th of November. Decline, trend line. Nico. Hi, mate. Or Nico? I might be wrong. I don't know. Can't read that well. Joseph's on the stream. How are you today? Hit the like and show some love. Yeah, man. Do appreciate it. We got Gordon in the chat there saying Bedford, England. Bedford, England. I'm over in Bristol, man. Those sorts of ways, right? Ajira says, check Mutant Crocs. Let me guess. It's going to be an NFT sort of thing. Let me have a little look. Mutant Crocs. I'm going to write that down. probably something to look at after the stream, right? But yeah, sideways scalps. Let's have a little look at these, see if we can get any sort of scalps coming through, guys. And you know what we're looking for? Sideways channel, central point getting reach, wick outside the zone, candle body close inside the zone. And then that basically signifies that we're going to have some sort of range coming through here. As you can see, we've got a ranging sideways period, central point activation, wick outside the zone, short position coming through there, banging it all the way down. Amazing stuff. Take profit halfway through and also take profit at the end as well. So let's look at some scalps and see if we can get some things coming through there, some potential trades to be looking at. We do have, maybe, did Ethereum break? No, Ethereum didn't break outside this zone here, so there's no trade there for Ethereum in terms of a short position because, as I was saying there, guys, sideways channel, central point activated, wick outside the zone. Entry point would be here and then riding that long all the way up on Binance Coin. No trade as of yet. Anything on Doge, nothing on SHIB, XRP, no, ADA, no. DOT, no. Bitcoin Cash. I always try and say Bitcoin Classic. I don't know why. Litecoin, nothing there. Ethereum, Link, obviously not wrapped. We've got Stellar, nothing on Stellar. VeChain, nothing on VeChain. Tron, hello Tron, how are you? Definite potential short position coming through on Tron, guys. Definitely something to be looking out for there. In terms of an entry point, you would probably be looking for an entry point around 9 cents to 217 there, and then basically shorting this down, right? You'd be shorting this down. First take profit point is going to be at around 0.84%. Stop loss is going to be, we don't like to go on the breakout wick. We like to go on the wick outside of the highest wick after that, right? Which unfortunately is really quite this high. And this is obviously going to affect the profit that you're going to be getting in terms of percentage to what you're risking. So yeah, the take profit is, sorry, the stop loss is going to be all the way up here, unfortunately. But yeah, you are going to be your first take profit is going to be around 84% there, and then down to the bottom side at around 1.68% there. So yeah, interesting stuff. Little position. Going to be interesting to see how that does actually plan out there. Yes, you can see it's actually coming down. So yeah, that's one position to be looking out for. We'll probably check back on these at the end of the stream, right? Ethereum Classic, nothing going on there. We've got Solana, nothing there. We've got FTT, nothing there. We've got EOS, nothing. Sorry, that's Filecoin. EOS, nothing there. I haven't done my altcoins today, actually. I should probably do them. And yeah, here you've got XMR, so Monero. Obviously, we've got the wick outside the zone, so you would actually look to be shorting this. But to be honest, I don't really like to enter these if the candle body closes lower than halfway in the zone there, guys, because that is going to be if you look at how high your stop loss actually has to be here, we're going to go on this previous wick up here. Your stop loss actually has to be up here, and if you're looking for a take profit of literally like here, with the risk reward sort of scenario, it's just not worth it. It's not worth your time. It's too risky, right? It's too risky because if you start banging it up, you're going to be losing 10 times more than you're going to be gaining, right? And we're not about that, right? We're not about that life. So yeah, XMR, nothing there. What have we got for Luna? Nothing on Luna. Cake, anything on Luna? On Cake, IOTA, nothing on IOTA. Ave, nothing there. Atom, nothing there. XTZ, Tezos, nothing there. Maker, nothing there. Crow, nothing there. AVAX, nothing there. Oh, hello, BTT. We missed this one, unfortunately, guys. But you can see how strong this is, right? In terms of an indication of trend, right? So yeah, to be fair, we would have actually probably not even traded this. Yeah, we probably wouldn't have traded this because you can see, as I was just saying there, we don't like to get in if it's going to be halfway in the zone, if the candle body closes halfway in the zone. So as you can see, we have seen the wick outside the zone, candle body close has actually been down here. So unfortunately, no, that's not something to get involved with, unfortunately. Yeah, I think that's I'm probably going to stop doing those scalps now. Have a little, just going to scan through, see if we've got anything else popping off, guys. See nothing coming through. This is basically an invalidation because we've got a candle body close outside of the zone there. Yeah, that's quite a nice example of a nice long position, guys. We've got a sideways market, as you can see, that activation in the central zone. We've got a wick outside the zone. We've got the candle body close coming through here. This is going to be the long position, and you'd have basically got in long, very nice indeed, and rode that wave all the way up for around 2.45%. And this is it's my premium scalp package, guys. If you want to go start your free trial on that, you can. You get 7 days for free. You get the indicator. You get access to a private Telegram group as well. If you did want access to that, we've got a couple of people posting trades now as well. Because obviously it's all run specifically off this indicator. They aren't my trades. It's specifically off this indicator. So so yeah, it's like a 75% win rate or something like that. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Yeah, you know the whole score. Take profit. You first take profit in the central point of this zone, as we were talking about, and then you basically take your stop loss, you move your stop loss to your entry point, and then you're basically sorted. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the premium scalp package. Let's look at yeah, this is what I wanted to showcase to you guys, right? Not in the sense of showcase. I want to just give like 10 of you a trial on this indicator, like for free. Once obviously I've explained to you how it works and stuff like that, because I only sort of really. I've only really been looking at this for a few days, not really that a lot, so I haven't really done a lot of testing on it as of yet. But so far, I want you guys to basically have a chance to test this as well, right? Because you're not just here for me to do all the work in a sense, right? I want you guys to be testing this as well. And so far, it does look really, really quite good. And the indicator I'm going to be showcasing to you is called the HVP, guys, and it's on the BMV3 indicators in the alerts section. So I will be giving you access to this and giving you basically instructions to basically turn off all the other things. And we're basically just going to be using this, right? And as you can see, this basically plots how strong like we're trending, right? How strong how strong the price action is going to be. As you can see, when this gets really quite low, as you can see, like right down at this 0 point is the best point for us to be at for looking for some sort of trade, there. So let's and look at, I just want to showcase to you guys how well this actually predicts it, right? The big moves for Bitcoin. I'm talking the big dogs in the pond, right? So yeah, we will be I'll be giving. I'm gonna give 10 of you a chance to basically use this for a month. I think that's gonna be quite cool. So yeah, when we get to this really low point, you can see 0.0018 there, really quite low here on this historical volatile pivotal point. That's what it stands for, something along the lines of that, right? You can see it get really low, so we would be entering some sort of position here. And this is where I'm not that sure on the sort of strategy that we are going to be going for here, whether we're going to be hedging it, guys. I'm taking a long and a short position, and then basically depending on which way it's going to go, because there's no sort of indication on which way it is going to go. But let's just go on the basis for now that we're in this zone here. We've got this really low prediction here on this indicator. As you can see, really, like, we're sideways. We're ranging here, really, really ranging. There's no indication of whether we're going to bang it down or whether we're going to bang it up in terms of a really, really like volatile sort of move. So what are we going to do? We're going to be taking a long position, guys, and we're going to be taking a short position with a nice stop loss. Like this is kind of what I'm thinking. I haven't tested this yet, but yeah, this is something for you 10 people that I'm going to choose to basically use. Basically just the 10 people that I'm going to be picking for this. This is something for you guys to be basically practicing and looking at, right? Just do some manual back testing or something along the lines of that, right? So yeah, long position, short position, nice tight stop losses, and then when it does break, like we have seen here, you can see the move to the downside, pretty insane. And you would have basically caught this short all the way down, right? You would have caught this short all the way down, and you would have been literally like 25%, insane gains, right? Let's look at it again, right? As you can see, we get really, really low again, really, really low again, just before a massive move to the upside, right? It's literally, it plans them out for you. This is why it's pretty insane. It's like fairly near around another 8% move to the upside there. So it's basically just shows you when you get low, you're looking for a big move. When you get low here, you can see nice and low, big move. Perfect. You can see it literally just plans out for you, right? And as I said, I haven't really done huge testing on this yet because I haven't really had a chance. But yeah, this is why I'm going to let 10 of you basically have a go at this. We're looking for a really low point along this indicator as well. As you can see there, guys, really nice and low yet again. Really, really nice and low yet again. Not the biggest move in the world. We didn't see it actually spike up, but you can see we resume back to this low point, and then bang, a massive move to the upside, right? Insane. It's absolutely insane. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. I would say, yeah, just basically predicts pretty strong moves. The lower that you are as well, in terms of the closest point to zero, that's sort of the bigger the move that's going to be, in a sense, right? And yeah, so overall, fairly good, right? Another low point coming through here, bang, huge move. Another low point coming through here, bang, huge move. As I said, I haven't really done that much testing on this, but overall, low point coming through here, huge move. It's just insane. It's just insane. So yeah, there's obviously a lot more testing to be done here. You can see here, low point coming through here. You'd be entering a hedging long or short here, and then you basically just be riding the wave all the way down, whichever way it is going to go. Look at this. Look at this. Low point coming through here again. Bang. All the way down. Bang. Nothing quite there, actually. Like a little bit of a move, nothing too crazy. And vice versa, nothing too crazy here, but no indicator it's going to be 100%, guys. But overall, you are seeing quite a good example of some of these insane predictions that it does actually basically plan out for you. And it's like one of the only indicators that tells you that it's going to be a big move, right? It's going to be a big move. So let's pick 10 of you. How on earth am I going to do this? How on earth am I going to pick 10 of you to get access to this for a month? I don't know. What I want you guys to do, if you want access to this for a month, I want you to, I don't know. Should have probably thought about this before the stream. Let me have a drink and I'll just have a think, right? Here Optimus says numbers 1 to 10. Tell you what, flip side. We'll do 10 to 20. First people to put the numbers 10 to 20 in a row will win. So you need to put all of the numbers 10 to 20, and I'll basically, the first 10 of you are going to basically win access, right? The first 10 of you. And you need to put literally 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, all of them in a row. All of them in a row in one message to the chat, and you are going to get access, right? So yeah, let me see. I'm trying to catch how many of you there are. Because I have to write down your names, I think, because otherwise loads of people. Mika says, you're better than your brother on TA. No, man. No, not like that here, Optimus. I think there you go. NX has got it, exactly. NX has got it perfectly. Well done, NX. We got Adrian, NX, Adrian, NX, Adrian. Guys, I need it like NX. Mindless Musician has done it as well, but he's only done it up to 18. I don't know. I'll give it to you, Mindless Musician. I'll give it to you, man. We got Karen Sniper. God, these is going to be so hard to write. I'm just going to have to save this chat and go back through it, right? So yeah, the first 10 people that do that are going to win the access to this indicator, right, for a whole month. And I can see a load of you are doing it as well. Last index, I see you, man. So yeah, the first 10 of you that have done that are going to basically get access to this for a month. You basically need to message me on Telegram and message me with your TradingView username, and I'll get you all added today. And that's going to be really, really quite cool, right? Let's carry on. 38 likes as well, guys. Unbelievable likes coming through there. Let's do my altcoins of the day. This is 3 altcoins that I've chosen to showcase to you today for potential professional TA coming through there. Just don't Control-C, Control-V, okay? Let me try that. No, don't try that. But yeah, so yeah. I love it how people are going to like jump off the stream now if they try that. God, that tea's cold. Right, let's carry on. My let's do some TA on the famous Matic. We love a bit of Matic, don't we? Or do we? Or do we? What a interesting song that's just come on in my headphones. Very happy hardcore for you right, let's carry on. Blaze says, what's Telegram, boss? It's a pretty established messaging platform that a lot of traders do use, my good sir. So what do we need to do to break from 49,200 and make sure it's going to bang it up to 51k? Let's have a little look, shall we? And then we're going to do my altcoin of the days, right? So you say 49,100. Let's It's the problem is, Mr. Mikas, my good sir, Mikas' Ventures, cool name as well. I do want to say, you can see we've obviously got heavy resistance along this zone. This is the long position I'm going to be looking at for afterwards. If we can break this resistance, because we're going to have basically have a lot of support. We're going to be between all major moving averages here, apart from the 200 there. And we can get above that. It's going to be a lovely, basically a lovely long position up there. It's going to be a completion of the measure move from a breakout of this falling parallel channel as well. So yeah, it's going to be really, really quite nice. We do obviously have this horizontal to the lower side as well in terms of the support that it's giving us up. We have banged it up recently there, guys, so just be aware. Resistance is probably going to be strong here. You can see also we've got a W chart pattern, double bottom. And that is an indication that we could be rising all the way back up here. And that's obviously going to be very, very progressive for a lovely long position to the upside. That's basically what I'm going to be looking for Bitcoin right today, right? A nice long position coming through there. But yeah, I would say just be aware of the resistance point coming through there. But yeah, that's pretty much Bitcoin done. Yeah, so if you did want to join Telegram, you can just go to the link in the description of the video. I think it's there. Maybe not join, but the link to the Telegram, our Telegram community is there. So so you can join that, and yeah, it's a cool group, man. Let's do Matic, right? My first altcoin of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you today is the famous, the infamous Matic. Old school Polygon coming through here. As you can see, guys, we've got a rising parallel channel coming through. You can see the Viva La resistance along this zone, really quite strong. Coming up to test that again, potentially. We are seeing a nice progression to the upside on the daily here for Matic. Not too bad. We are seeing a very nice uptrend, I would say. You can see the support. The support that's being formed along this trend line is actually really quite strong. So if we do actually see any sort of crash coming through like we did see the other day on December the 4th, right? We basically got a lovely level of support, and that in terms of a price is going to be around $1.67 there. A pretty big buying opportunity is what I would say. Now, also, as I was saying, it's a parallel channel, guys. So if we are going to break this to the upside, then money, cold hard cash will be made. And in terms of a measure move for this, then we need to be looking for some sort of measurement. We're going to go on the most recent uptrend, top to bottom. That's probably going to be something along the lines of this. In terms of a price prediction for that, it's going to be around $4.08, I would say there for Matic. $4.08 for Matic in terms of a percentage target for that from the breakout scenario. It's going to be around a 42% gain. Potentially just a little bit more, 43.25% gain there. Really not too bad, really quite progressive. In order to get there, we need to get above the volume weighted ATR band here on the daily, and we know when we get above this little red bad boy coming through here, guys, when we get above that, we actually trend above that very, very, very strongly. But if we don't, Viva La resistance is going to be there. It's going to be strong. So yeah, just be prepared for that. Be prepared for that because we're flirting with the idea of getting over it at the moment. If we can get over it, money, cold hard cash is going to be there for us to basically gain, right? Now, let's talk about the scenario of us breaking to the downside because obviously Bitcoin is trending down on the macro, right? So we need to take into consideration the chances of us breaking down here. I know it's not the nicest scenario here if we do break down, but we need to weigh it up because if there is going to be a move here, if Bitcoin's going to start tanking it, obviously Matic will do the same. And if we are going to be shorting, we're going to be making money here. So yeah, we're going to be looking for a breakdown scenario coming through here. In terms of take profit points, we need to be looking at very, very strong horizontal points along these zones, right? You can see the support. If we lose this level of support, Viva La resistance is going to be there. We'll probably cascade down very, very strongly indeed. As you can see, Viva La resistance here, strong resistance points, very, very strong indeed. You can see it as well, very, very strong. So yeah, definitely something we need to be looking out for there. And also 200 EMA. If we lose that, no, we're going down. Not too good, not too great. In terms of this 41.37%, now I wouldn't just be blindly going for that, guys, just because it's obviously very, very ambitious, and we're likely to bounce before that, right? You can see the support on these zones. We're likely to bounce before that. There's yeah, we're likely to bounce before that, and if we are going to be shorting this down, we're basically going to be having our stop loss, taking our stop loss to our entry as soon as we've hit our first take profit point, right? In terms of an entry for this potential trade there, because we are on the daily, and it is going to be obviously a very big swing. It's not going to be happening overnight. You can see on the chart this measure move is literally from January the 29th to December the 30th, right? So literally like a month or something along the lines like that, right? It's a month long, this measure move. It's not going to be a small trade. It's going to be a very patient. You're basically just going to have to chill out while you're taking this, right? And yeah, it's going to be a huge gain. You're not just going to be getting these gains overnight. And obviously, guys, this is still a spot gain. It's not a leverage gain. If you're leveraging this, money, cold hard cash, you're going to be making a lot of money, right? So yeah, interesting stuff coming through there for Matic. I just want to say, let's drop down to the shorter term time frames and see what's good coming through here as well, because we're talking about that W on BTC, right? We're talking about that W on BTC. This is a fine example of that actually playing out, right? You can see Matic's W double bottom chart pattern coming through there, and you can see us coming back, in a sense, to the top side of that, right? And that's basically been reclaimed. It's been claimed up pretty nicely here on the 4 hour. In terms of what we are seeing now, I would say pretty strong trend line, as you can see, coming up like so. And also, I would be putting in another one there. So yeah, you're on a rising parallel channel sort of vibes again. Rising parallel channel vibes. You're on another rising parallel channel. So in terms of a level of support, if you are going to be looking at continuing this micro downtrend here, hello support. How are you at $2.03 there? Hopefully you can bounce from that zone. I mean, unfortunately, if you do get there, you're likely to be losing all major moving averages, right? You're probably likely to be losing all major moving averages here on the 4 hour. And that's going to signify these moving averages to get coiled up. And we know what happens when they get coiled up, guys. Coiled up moving averages, you see big spikes in the price, right? Coiled up moving averages, big spike in the price. So when these get coiled up, you can expect potential spike in the price, whether that's going to be to the upside or the downside. If it's going to be to the downside, guys, we can basically be looking at a little bit of a scalpy short coming through there for a potential for Matic, right? And this is why I claimed my altcoin of the day, because this is definitely something to be looking out for there. In terms of a measure move down here, obviously very ambitious. It's still a long way down. It's going to be bringing us all the way down to $1.50 from $2.18 there. So still very ambitious to be getting there. But we know the score, guys. We like to go for the whole measure move if we can, but we're going to be staggering take profits all the way down. We're not just going to be blindly going for it, because we're likely to get wrecked. We're likely to get reversed on very, very easily. So what do? We stagger those take profits very strongly all the way down, and at all the previous levels of support coming through there. Just basically, so we're planning for any sort of reversal point coming through there. So yeah, 26% is the target, but if we're going to be banking money along the way, probably breakout's going to be something along the lines of that. First take profit is going to be around 4.59%. Second take profit around 10%. I probably would actually bang another one in there depending on where this 200 is going. So around 8% for the second one there. Third one, near enough, just over 10%. We've got 13% at the fourth one, and also 16% at the fifth one there. Probably taking around 20%, maybe. I'd probably be starting off with like 20-25% when you're hitting the first sorts of measure moves coming through there, just because the later you go in, going in this trade, right, the higher the chances for the reversal, right? The higher the chances of the reversal, and you're already banking insane profits along the way. So yeah, just basically take that into consideration. It's called gridding your take profits, guys. And once you hit your first take profit, you move your stop loss to your entry. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Matic, for what I would say today. I mean, near enough another double bottom coming through. There's quite a lot of double bottoms at the moment, I would say, in terms of crypto. So yeah, if we are going to see progression to the upside, and we are going to see us reclaim all those major moving averages there on the 4 hour, we could be looking at some sort of scenario coming up like that. And that does line up fairly well with the volume weighted ATR band. So yeah, interesting stuff coming through there for Matic. But yeah, that's why it's claimed my altcoin of the day. Potential positions to be looking out for as well. Not too bad at all. And if we do actually see us climb to the top side here, guys, as I was just saying, volume weighted ATR band is still very present. But if we can get above that, we know that we are going to be trending above that, like we did see on the daily, right? So yeah, if we can get above that, then we could be signifying us coming up for this this very, very strong 43.25% breakout. That's going to be the sort of huge swing trade that we're going to be looking out for there. But yeah, that's going to be your daily update today on Matic. 42 likes as well, guys. Do appreciate all the likes coming through. Absolutely smashing it. Very, very good stuff indeed. Just got to check on my trade ever so quickly. Yeah, not too bad. All good. Just let me bring up the chat. Where are we? Is he getting timed out? Going crazy, right? Stay respectful, or you'll be booted. Or you'll be booted. Yeah, man. We're all about respect here. We're all about respect. Uma says, "Can you do TA of Rune?" I will once I've done all my other altcoins, my good sir. I've got next I've got, because I pick 3 altcoins of the day to showcase to you every single day. So I've got Binance Coin, and I've also got Filecoin as well to get through. And then we're gonna do some altcoin requests for you guys. Just gonna have some more cold pomegranate tea. Yeah, in terms of a little BTC update, this is going to be the resistance point to be looking out for, guys. Probably around 49,300, 400, maybe 500, depending if you wick there or not. Resistance is probably definitely going to be formed here, guys. Very, very strong trend lines coming down from all angles, right? Very, very strong crossover point. If we can get over that, this is where I'm going to be looking to long, guys. There's going to be a very nice long position coming up from there because you've got obviously got a parallel channel to the downside here. Very, very strong levels of support. Very, very strong levels of resistance here. If we can get over that point there, measure move up is going to be around 4.21% there. Staggering take profits all the way up. As you can see, my take profits are going to be 49,700, 5,000, sorry, 5,000, 50,101, and 50,623. Another take profit. I probably need to bang them in as well. Carried away on stream, right? That's going to definitely be a point. You can see how correlative that zone is. Next point is definitely going to be there as well. And then probably finally running that wave all the way up to the completion of the measurement from there, and then be closing the position and then looking for something else coming through there. And Brian, yes, sir, I have just done Matic. Mikas, as I was saying, never be afraid to take profit, and it is, you say it's 5:25 a.m. here. Go to sleep, bro. if you're doing an all-nighter, that's crazy. You're probably definitely going to find resistance here, man. I wouldn't just be holding onto your long position here. If I was in a long position now for Bitcoin, I mean, I am on like on the macro scale, but not on the micro scale in terms of these little scalps. I did got a little short yesterday. Made like 0.5%, nothing too crazy. But yeah, if I was long now for Bitcoin and I had longed it up, I really would be taking profit here. I really, really would be, because if you take all your profit here and you close that long position, that's absolutely fine. That's amazing. It's a successful trade. Then if you break this to the upside, you go again. You go again. You make more money. No, you basically enter a whole new position, right? And you don't risk. You basically take out this whole dirty risk scenario there of getting wrecked and getting reversed on here. So yeah, that's what I'd say about BTC, right? Let's do my second altcoin of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you, and that is going to be a bit of Binance Coin, BNB, baby. I like watching you and your bro. I'm holding alts, not longs. Okay, that's cool. That's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, I do appreciate you supporting me and my brother out here. Obviously, go check out Bitcoin Beats if you haven't seen him before, guys. And he's just dislocated his kneecap, so yeah, he's not in a good way at the moment. But he's there. He's still there, right? I do appreciate the continued support, guys. And as you can see, the likes do convert into subs, right? We are banging it up in terms of subs. So I do appreciate all the, oh, there goes my pen, all the love and all the subscribers coming through there. Did I see Sam speak straight in the chat a minute ago when we were doing the giveaway, right? Yeah, nice to see you on the stream there, Sam, if you're still here. Do appreciate you, man. But yeah, let's carry on. Let's carry on with altcoins. Let's do that. Let's do that. The second altcoin that I've chosen to showcase to you today as my second altcoin of the day is going to be a bit of Binance Coin, a bit of BNB, baby. As you can see, all-time highs from Binance Coin set before in May around 696. They're yet to be breached, but what I want to say is from the 21st of July, we have seen a very, very strong uptrend. Higher lows being set, really, really quite nice. Unfortunately, yes, December the 4th actually really threw us right the way down for Binance Coin. But to be honest, we've been banging it up recently, like really, really quite strong over the coming months. So yeah, it's we have needed a bit of a correction, and we have invalidated a pretty crucial higher low there, but we haven't really lost this this crucial level of support here. As you can see there at 505. If we did lose that, that's when I'm really going to start to get worried, because you can see the resistance from September coming through there, very, very, very strong indeed. And you can see obviously that May crash coming through from there as well. So yeah, this is going to be the point to be looking out for. If we do lose that, then I would be expecting lower prices. And when I say lower prices, I would be expecting the lower side of this ascending triangle to get tested. As you can see, the support is actually very, very strong here, guys. Very, very strong. So if we are going to see us come down here, we're probably definitely going to bounce here, unless obviously everything crashes. And when I say everything, I mean literally like every market. Even if Bitcoin like falls off a cliff here, I think a BNB is probably gonna hold its own for a bit, right? We obviously are gonna see a bit of a tumble, but nothing too crazy, right? It's still like a 25% movement space before we lose that zone as well. Now, in terms of a potential long position for Binance Coin to be looking out for the future here, guys, this is the measure move we're going to be looking for. This is the break area that we want to be breaking out from, because we do have an ascending triangle, guys, that you can see the resistance from the top side here from the all-time highs. These are going to be the break areas that we do need to get over, and that's obviously going to be here. If we can get over that, amazing stuff, then we're going to be signifying a very nice, juicy long. It's not going to be overnight. It's actually going to be quite a long trade, guys. It's going to be over a few months or so. So you just have to be really quite patient in these areas. and you have to manage these positions, and maybe even coming in and out continuously, depending on the price action, how it's actually behaving, right? But yeah, so we are going to be all-time highing it, which is also another massive risk, guys, because we know about all-time highs. Once we get in, I probably wouldn't be getting in after the all-time, like after clearing an all-time high. That's probably not a great scenario there, just because 80% of the time we retrace back to previous all-time highs. It's pretty much fact, guys. It usually happens like 80% of the time. So please be aware of that for these reversals coming through for BNB, if that is going to come into fruition there. So ideally what I want to see here is BNB come up, have a breakout scenario, come up, set a new all-time high, come down, test previous all-time highs there, and that's sort of the area that I will be longing from. And then my first take profit is going to be at new all-time highs coming through there, and then just staggering it all the way up as we go, managing the trade as we go from there. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how that does actually plan out for the future. And overall, very, very bullish on BNB, just in terms of the technology and everything that they're doing now, and how they're like they're catching up Ethereum, right, in terms of the race for the market cap on Coin Market Cap, right? So yeah, overall very, very bullish there on Binance Coin. Let's jump down to the shorter term time frames and see if we can get any sort of other positions coming through there, and talk about how we're currently like ranging at this point in time, right? Because we do have a couple of ranges to be talking about, right? You can see the horizontal point that we have here, very strong. You can see the horizontal point that we have here, very strong indeed, creating a parallel channel, guys. A parallel channel, which is a very nice ranging period for BNB there. So we are looking initially for a breakout scenario. Is that going to be to the upside, which we were talking about there? Is it going to be to the upside? It's going to be a double breakout scenario there. Is it going to be to the downside? Are we going to lose these crazy, crazy horizontals here and then come down and test this zone? We basically need to be prepared for all scenarios here, guys. So we're going to be banging in horizontals continuously, and then doing measure moves to the downside, which is going to be something along the lines of this. Very, very ambitious. And to be honest, I highly doubt we're going to get all the way down to like $350 there. But yeah, so I would be very inclined to take most of my profit here if we do actually see us come down and see these zones get tested. It's still around 14% gain there, so not too bad. But yeah, definitely a few things to be looking out for there for Binance Coin. And obviously, we weighed up the scenario for the break up scenario there on the longer term time frame. Let's look at the hourly, see what we've got coming through here. Same scenario, I would say another parallel channel if my instant, I'm just looking at it, my instant trend line eyes have just picked it up. Yeah, so we've got parallel channel rising here, guys. You can see the support that we are seeing on this lower side here. Not too bad at all. Really, really quite nice. I'm looking for progression to the upside from here. We are above all major moving averages now, finding that level of support, looking not really quite progressive actually, just because obviously we do have the low, we've got the higher lows being set after that. Very strong indeed. We did see the test of the higher lows, we didn't see a break, so we're seeing progression. Now we are still setting higher highs, so the target point to the upside, first things first, is going to be this lower high here at 594. If we can get over that, then I would be looking for this target price here of around 604. If we can get over that in terms of level of resistance there, then we could be talking about the idea of setting new highs. Once we set new highs, bang to the top side of this parallel channel here, looking very, very progressive. This could be happening over the next few days or so, or the next day. So yeah, it's really definitely something to be looking out for there for BNB in terms of position there. And obviously, guys, we know we're in a parallel channel now. We're looking for a potential breakout scenario either side as well. So yeah, in terms of potential trades for BNB, just like swings, we could be looking at something along the lines of this. And it's actually going to be really quite nice to be profiting off, because you can see we've actually got the extra confirmation of the lower high there. Sorry, the higher low. If we break that higher low there, it's going to be an extra breakdown scenario down to the previous higher low there. So yeah, it's lining up pretty nicely for a short position if we do lose that, and vice versa for a long position there. We've obviously got the volume weighted ATR band. We're going to clear that, and also we're going to be looking at testing the top side of that massive ascending triangle again. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting time. A lot of longs and a lot of potential positions coming through for BNB for the future to be looking out for. But yeah, that's going to be your daily update today on BNB. Look at the chat coming through there. We've got a lot of people getting timed out. Spammers, right? BTC. People want me to look at BTC. Oh, hello. Oh. Resistance point, guys. This is the point that we are looking for, guys. So it's either we're going to get resistance here, which we are currently testing, and we are technically finding that at this point in time. It's been very interesting to see how this next 25 minutes does plan out for Bitcoin. If we do see a nice candle body close above this resistance zone, hello, we're going to get ever so dangerously closer to my long. This 4.21% position that we are looking for there. All of these yellows, they're pretty much take profit points, right? Depending on where we close this, is depending on whether I'm going to be getting in or not. To be honest, I probably wouldn't be getting in until we've cleared 49,700. When we cleared that zone, because you can see the resistance from this point, very, very strong indeed. Very, very strong indeed. So once we've cleared that zone, then I will be activating my long position and then basically riding up. First take profit is going to be 50,101. Second take profit, 50,623. Third take profit, 50,859. And basically just riding that all the way up till the top. Obviously, these are all take profit points as well, guys. So yeah, that's definitely something to be looking out for there. If we are going to basically riding this up, amazing stuff there. But yeah, this I really wouldn't be surprised if we get rejected fairly soon. But overall, it does look really, really quite progressive. So that is signifying a breakout scenario. Look at this live price action coming through here from Crypto Chester, and yeah, now would be the time to basically be looking for a long, right? While I'm on stream. Well done, amazing. Literally, like happened to me yesterday as well. So yeah, it's pretty annoying, but it is what it is, right? I'm making money somewhere else as well. I'm making a lot of money somewhere else. Damn, that's banged it. Wow, what a win. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to manage that position one sec, guys. Jesus. It's cold hard cash, as we say. Cold hard cash. Did not expect that. Right. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Yep, there's that sorted. Just trailing that stop loss on that position, not too bad. But yeah, as you can see, guys, you can see the resistance that we have found for Bitcoin straight away from this zone. Yeah, straight away from the zone, you're basically seeing that resistance basically play out very strongly. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see if we do actually break that. But yeah, you can see why that would have been my first take profit there, and then going from there. So yeah, it's really 50K has been claimed for Bitcoin. Nice to see. Hopefully we can get a candle body close above that. In terms of getting it along now, I mean, if we come back down and we get a nice candle body close, probably below 49,600, 700 sort of area there, then I would probably be looking for an entry point coming through from there. Probably just over 49,700, and then riding the wave all the way up, because it's still going to be a pretty strong breakout scenario coming through there, guys. Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. 48 likes as well, guys. So we see if we can get to 50 likes. That'd be absolutely unbelievable if we could. To appreciate all the likes coming through. What was next? It was my my third and final altcoin of the day today, guys, is going to be a bit of Filecoin, and that's the wrong chart. Just bear with me. I know it's the right chart, but not the right one I have saved. My throat is agony. I don't know why my throat's getting bad again. Not happy about that. Yeah, so Filecoin. I want to do some fresh TA on Filecoin. Fresh. And we will look at Alien Worlds, don't worry. The third and final altcoin of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you today is going to be a bit of Filecoin. As you can see, guys, we do have all-time highs coming through for Filecoin. I mean, obviously, we do have an open there for obviously on the Binance chart. I'm not really the biggest fan of going on that data because it's not the most reliable stuff in the world. So I would say all-time high is probably from April this year, around $238 from there. We're probably going to be drawing a very, very strong trend line going on candle bodies there. Not so much on the wicks, and that's obviously going to be a downward sloping resistance line coming through there, guys. Now, as you can see, we are forming lower lows continuously now. Really, this is quite bad, I would say, considering we have seen the lows actually get breached from the previous crypto crash back in like May, April sort of area there. So what does that really tell us? That tells us that that the confidence here compared to a lot of the other coins is not the best, right? It's really, really not the best. It needs work. It does need work. Pray for Filecoin in a sense. No, it will hopefully get better. As you can see, we do have a pretty strong point of support to the lower side as well, which we have bounced off pretty well 3 times now. So if we do break that to the lower side, obviously the lower side prices are going to be really, really quite terrible. I probably wouldn't be looking at shorting this. To be honest with you, it's not something I really get involved with. But in terms of a bit of positivity for you Filecoiners out there, we do have it's a falling wedge chart pattern, guys. A falling wedge chart pattern. They tend to usually break to the upside. So yeah, it's not really the end of the world. But yeah, just be aware. Just be aware for potential breakout scenario, right? The breakout scenario that we could be looking for there is going to be obviously miles away in the future, and whether the confidence is going to carry on for this coin, because to be honest, it's looking really, really quite bad in terms of this chart. I would really hope that we can see a lot more progression to the upside and see this measure move actually get completed in the future, right? And even if we do, still speculatively speaking, we're still going to be all-time highing it, which is quite rare in this sort of situation on the daily for these big swings there. And it's going to be around 102% gain there. So yeah, if you were looking for an accumulation phase there, this is probably the best you're going to be getting, right? This is probably the best you're going to be getting. And yeah, we did smash it to 50 likes, amazing stuff. So yeah, this is probably the best we're going to be getting here for Filecoin. Not the end of the world, but I would say just be cautious because this downtrend could continue, right? Let's jump down to the shorter term time frames and see if we can get some sort of scenario coming through for what is happening there. As you can see, obviously the huge dump December the 4th coming through there, and then obviously we do have pretty strong trend lines in terms of resistance coming through as well. So yeah, I would say probably parallel channel coming through again, so that signify some sort of breakout scenario as well, which is probably going to be something along the lines of this, right? Something along the lines of this. In terms of progression to the upside, it's going to be something like so. And then it's going to be around a 12.98% gain there, not too bad. And that's obviously to the upside. Let's do one to the downside here, guys. And that's obviously going to be something along the lines of this. Let's do some percentages as well. And obviously, we are going to be losing the volume-weighted ATR band as well. And when we do that, we are going to see nice, big, strong downtrends from there. So yeah, these are some sort of positions I would be looking for here for Filecoin. And that's why it's claimed my altcoin of the day, because it is not looking too bad here. Whether we are going to see a Bart Simpson, an inverted Bart Simpson sort of scenario coming through here, and then we bang it back up, and then we take full advantage of this long position, or whether we are going to see continuation to the downside of this downtrend, then we're going to be taking full advantage of this short position. So yeah, all scenarios are looking positive, profitable, right? Let's talk about the hourly chart coming through here. Above all major moving averages as well. Above all major moving averages as well, so not looking too bad in terms of a bounce point to be looking out for there. So yeah, overall not too bad for Filecoin. But yeah, that's why well, that's your Filecoin update, my third and final altcoin of the day, right? Now let me have a look at the chat coming through. We've got Sergey was 50th like, amazing stuff there. Monkey says, hey, just wanted to thank you for your live streams. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, man. I do appreciate it. As if says, yo, Chester, my man. When we going for a munch, bro? Not sure, bro. It'd be good if we could get break even on Filecoin invested when it was at its highest. Oh, that's quite sad. And to be honest, in terms of like charts in general, it's really not the nicest chart in the world, right? So you invested when it was up here at all-time highs. That's sad. That's not very good. But yeah, hopefully you can see you can resume up to those prices in the near future, right? hopefully. See BTC. Still flirting with the idea, right? Still flirting with the idea around here. Potentially looking for a long position after the stream here. Probably will be ending the stream around 15 minutes, guys, just to rest my throat, because it's I've not had the best luck with my throat, I would say, over the course of like the last like 4 months. I just keep getting like tonsillitis and stuff like that, and keep doing antibiotics courses, and it's just not really working. Just keep getting like bad again. So yeah, pretty annoying. So yeah, don't know what's gonna happen with that. But yeah, TLM. Let's go for TLM. As you can see here, guys, this is obviously Alien Worlds, that NFT game coming through there. You can see, obviously, the massive level of support to the lower side here. You can see, actually, unfortunately, we are looking at potentially breaking that to the lower side there. I would want to do something along the lines of this in terms of, not quite like that, but in terms of a nice trap zone to be looking out for there, guys, is going to be something along the lines of this. And this basically, the trap zone is like a no trade sort of zone there. We're not going to be trading in this zone just because you can see the reversals. We planned for these reversals coming through here. So for my opinion, we are in a no trade zone in terms of a nice big swing here for Alien Worlds. We don't really want to be getting involved with that, right? So yeah, let me get rid of all these this dirty, filthy TA that never played out. just because obviously we didn't see a progression to the upside. But yeah, in terms of potential short position here for Alien Worlds, it doesn't look the best, guys. I hate to say it. Obviously, we do have December the 4th coming through there, and we have just been kind of trending down from there. It's kind of what what Bitcoin's doing now. If Bitcoin is still trending down like we have seen on these bigger term timeframes, we are still actually trending down here for Bitcoin. So Alien Worlds is not really it's not really performing, but the technology is there. Well, the use case is actually there. The use case is actually there, so it's not really anything to be worried about. Adrian says Coinbase is out of order. Uh-oh. Well, now we've got to stop paying their stupidly high fees. How about that? Because yeah, Coinbase fees is just absolutely nuts for people that don't know. If you are using Coinbase, you're being ripped off, right? Being ripped off for those fees. But yeah, so in terms of a measure move down for Alien Worlds, if we are going to actually see a big congruent solid break here, it's obviously going to not be anything like this, just a logarithmic chart that does this, guys. So we will have to edit that. Yep, here we go. I have to do this every time. Must be a way around it. Yeah, probably going to be looking at something like along the lines of this in terms of an estimate, guys. Maybe a bit. Yeah, probably something along the lines of that, right? So yeah, we're going to be looking at something along the lines of this, and it's going to be around a 59% correction there for Alien Worlds. And to be honest, we have been banging it up in terms of these uptrends. It is still fairly new in terms of the space. Like, what a time to be launching around April on Binance there. Obviously, the April-May sort of crash coming through there, obviously taking the huge hits. But yeah, if we are going to see it leg down here, we're definitely going to be staggering take profits all the way up. And to be honest, if you are going to be trading this, guys, then just be fairly cautious, because it does have a very, very good use case. We know how strong the NFT space is getting and the NFT gaming space is getting. I do think that we are going to see some huge gains coming through for coins like this soon, because a lot of the retail sort of space that aren't really into crypto yet, once they get the hang of like gaming and getting paid for gaming, like that's without obviously going pro and all that stuff, they're going to be jumping on it. I think the bandwagon is going to get really lifted off, and there's going to be a lot of growth here. I mean, a lot of the market caps for these coins are really going to go through the absolute roof. So yeah, definitely something to be thinking about for the future. I think we're a little bit too early, and in terms of like people who aren't familiar with like Trust Wallet and MetaMask and stuff like that, they're not really that. It takes a little bit of like learning to do all that stuff. So when that becomes a little bit easier and people are more familiar with it, and it's a more familiarized topic, and maybe taught to kids in schools and stuff like that, then I don't know what I'm going on about. Then obviously that's going to be helping these games and stuff like that for the future. Let's do RMRK. Did look at that yesterday, RMRK, because it did actually crash, didn't it, Jonah? We're seeing it actually come back. I swear I had an alert set for this because I wanted to buy some more. Yeah, so we got a symmetrical triangle chart pattern at the top of an uptrend there. So yeah, to be honest with you, Jonah, you're nearly at a breakout scenario, mate. You're really nearly at a breakout scenario. This is the trap zone that I wouldn't be trading in. But in terms of buying after that, this is where you're going to be, well, just a bit lower than that, right? This is where I would be looking to buy and basically run that trade up. In terms of a percentage for this, in terms of a gain, right? This is obviously going to be the measurement to the upside. I mean, it's not huge, guys. It's really, really not huge, but it's still going to be, because this is a very, very low cap coin, guys. It's very, very new. It doesn't look that new on the 4-hour chart, but it is. It's 28th of September, right? So it's really, really quite a new coin in terms of KuCoin as well, right? It's very, very new stuff coming through there. So yeah, definitely around a 9% gain there. You can see how easily this does run up, and this is why I did buy some of it the other day. I did sell my bag around here after we saw like 4 or 5 really bullish candles in a row. I think I sold like 47. It wasn't 46. It's definitely 47. So yeah, sold it around here, and I was looking to buy again, and I missed this dump, and then it banged it right up. So yeah, definitely an accumulation phase is going to be something around this sort of area here, especially for potential breakout scenario. And you know, guys, I don't really do these really greedy measure moves, and that's why I do my small measure moves, very, very achievable. But for a coin like this that actually is showing really quite strong growth, it is quite new. It is only been trending up really on the macro. If we jump to the daily quickly, you can see we've only really just been trending up, even for a spot gain here. It's going to be a very easy gain, right? It's going to be a very, very easy gain. I mean, this is on KuCoin. So let's jump down to the shorter term timeframes again, because we can actually get a little bit greedier with our measure moves, I would say. Not in all instances, but in this instance, definitely. I've traded this. I know how easy it can run up. And you can, the chart kind of speaks for itself, right? So yeah, in terms of percentages for this, you could be looking still around a 30% gain there, probably entry around there, as I was saying. So 25% gain there to the upside. Still taking profit as we go. Volume weighted ATR band is still acting as a very big level of support there. So yes, not too bad. Not too bad at all to be looking out for there in terms of a gain. And then obviously we do have the top side to be aiming for around 83. Autumn highs at around 69 there. Amazing number. We are going to be looking for around 64 price target there. So yeah, even if we do go to autumn highs, there's still going to be insane gains to be making there. So yeah, RMRK, definitely one to watch, guys. Kelvin, I just did TLM. Honey and ginger tea for a sore throat, matey. Yeah, man, I do. I drink a lot. I drink too much tea. All this herbal tea and all that stuff, and it's, to be honest, it's just not working. I bought some of that really expensive Manuka honey. If you haven't done any research on honey, guys, go do some googling on how much Manuka honey is. Right, insane prices. Right, insane price, like $400 for like some honey. But yeah, that's meant to like do really good things for your throat and stuff like that. But it's not working. It's not working. So yeah, I'm gradually falling down the ill rabbit hole again. I'm not, to be honest, I'm pretty pissed off about it, but it is what it is, right? It's quite disheartening when you're getting ill like every 3 weeks, especially when you're trying to do a job like I'm doing. Obviously I'm trading is my job, but like trying to teach you guys like every day. I want to be uplifting. I want to be like I want to be happy when I'm doing it, not just like, oh, my throat's hurting the whole time. Like obviously I enjoy myself when I'm doing this, but it's 10 times harder when you've got like a really bad throat and you're feeling under the weather, right? So yeah. Hadra Salim says, is Hero a good coin? Should we look at Hero chart? Because that's obviously in the metaverse sort of the space. Is that the word? The metaverse sort of area. But yeah, Hero's it seems to be pretty good. If you wanna go check out a cool website, guys, Hero's definitely got a cool website. It looks very, very high tech. I think they're a little bit before their time, because I think they want to put scanners and stuff everywhere so people can scan their biometrics into the metaverse and stuff like that. I think it's just a little bit before their time. So in terms of it being a good coin, yes, I think it's going to be amazing technology, but I just think they're so early in terms of what they want to do. So if they do achieve their mission, great. They're going to be making people a lot of money, and it probably will 100x the whole thing. But it's literally, I'd probably say literally like 5 years early or something along the lines of that before all that stuff's going to happen. And whether, if Facebook adopt that and adopt Hero as a technology, I think I'm all about the right coin. If they adopt that, then obviously it's going to be very, very big, very, very big in terms of market caps and stuff like that. So yeah, in terms of charting for Hero, we've got a symmetrical triangle at the top of an uptrend, right? Bullish pennant chart pattern, guys. These tend to usually break to the upside. So yeah, that's definitely something to be looking out for. But yeah, guys, I'm probably going to be calling it a day. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. Do appreciate you all out here. I will be in the Telegram group pretty much all day. For the 10 people that did win, I guess win, but are going to win access to this indicator that I was talking about earlier, and also the instructions that I'm going to give you guys to basically look at predicting these insanely profitable moves. Right, you can see when this is really low, you're pretty sideways. You're basically going to be entering a long and a short position here. Nice tight stop losses there. And then basically when you get the massive move down, it basically predicts the big moves, right? As you can see here, very, very low here. Bang, big move. Bang, big move. Very low, bang, big move. So yeah, it basically predicts the big move. So yeah, pretty good. Yeah, that's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. Do appreciate it. I'm here every single day, Monday to Friday. I probably won't be streaming tomorrow or this weekend. I'm probably going to rest the throat and see if I can get better. Pretty frustrating, but it's what it is. But yeah, thank you ever so much for tuning in this week, and I do appreciate it. Good luck with all your trades, and just be, guys, be careful this weekend, because it's very trappy. It's going to be a very, very trappy weekend. I can't stress that enough across the board. We're seeing, you see, like a lot of the week has been pretty strong downtrends, and then just like big spikes and then downtrends again. I can see the weekend probably being quite bloody, guys. Probably quite bloody, maybe bad, like really bad, right? And this is quite interesting to see a nice pump on a Friday like this, right? Because people are going to be getting a lot more bullish, right? Especially if we're clearing huge levels of support like this. And I'm going to be able to get my long. That's going to be nice. huge levels of support like this and a huge uptrend like this is obviously pulling everyone up bullish. A lot of people are going to be jumping into crypto right now, especially on a Friday, and then potentially over the weekend we're probably just going to get slammed down again. So yeah, just be very cautious and just trade safe over the weekend, guys. I can't stress that enough. And I will preach again. I'll keep preaching. Stagger those take profits, guys. Please stagger those take profits. Otherwise, you're going to get reversed on. You're going to be giving that profit back. And your next losing trade that you don't stagger those take profits, take a step back and then go do TA on that trade that you lost, because everyone loses trades, guys. No one's 100% successful. So yeah, go do TA on the trade that you lost and then do the gridding your take profits and see how much profit you would have made taking it as you go, right? But yeah, that's going to be it for me. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. But for now, it's going to be peace out and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester.